I'm a stunner, I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got us up. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter.
Yo. What up, P? Got his ass. What up, Mark? Kiki? In my Laces game right now.
They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a
well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I don't see it. Oh, my God. Oh.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory.
Nothing new under the sun. Nobody fucking with sun.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the
Got my little baby.
begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Shit, you seen him in college.
Met up back in September in Week 3. And
yeah.
Visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before
that's what's up.
Watson on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Right.
Coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit.
Yeah, I love me some J. Cole. That's one of my favorite artists. That is my favorite artist.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to.
It's all good, y'all. We don't kill him at a field goal, so. So, Sean, you know how niggas do. They.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult thing to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200. We'll see.
Makes sense, though,
My bitch, bad and bougie.
Run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure
you gotta make that block.
And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards on the pickup there.
Whoop. Backwards on backwards. Yeah, cool. Bitch on my dog. Woof.
Flush to his right.
Oh! I threw it right to him. What is going on, man? Shit, just threw it away. What the fuck?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Dab it on them like the usual. I'm getting rich and some bougie. Yeah, that way.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Are you right there, man? What the fuck? Ain't the pig, Jackson?
Getting it inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground,
pigs
we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10,
that's
12,
my problem,
15
man.
yards
All
after
these
the
picks.
catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's how I'll be losing
From the 34
games.
now, here's first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Get the fuck!
Cooks, he's got it.
That's a pick! Oh my god, that held me right there.
With touchdown number 7 on and the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he threw that shit off his back foot.
Now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Oh man. Laces?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
The Panthers beers. I know that's right.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Trying to get a fucking pass off. We're going to get a passing game right quick. Start running the ball again.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something you can't continue.
Drop the fucking ball.
Deeper on that one. I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball.
Can't fucking pass it, bro.
On second down now, it's Henry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I know we're not getting away. Everybody's fucking tired.
Looking at a third down.
Right in the safe.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Oh!
Tannehill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down.
God damn, bro. I can't complete a pass the same way.
That brings up fourth.
Probably his next quarter will
Brett
have.
Kern to punt the football away.
Okay.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more.
Go, blow that shit up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson.
Let's go! No damn time.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Look at Ben catching picks like that, bro.
No problem there.
Going right to us.
And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh no.
Get
out of here! What the fuck is going on?
Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the first down about the 38. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh,
try again. Kick your little field goal, big dog.
In the end zone.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board.
Speed, baby. Recovery,
the
speed.
negative side is they didn't score touchdowns.
Let's go, O.
And, of course, going forward in this game,
defense held him 2 field goals, last 2 possessions, interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
There we go. We finally completed a catch.
More consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down carry for Henry.
Off me, boy.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or get through contact or
better be doubling him.
Makes it a lot easier to
sit upright,
field and make a run as we just saw there.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They'll try to run for the
Who the Texans is?
Fighting him off. First down and much more for Henry.
Touchdown, bitch.
Score. Touchdown, Titans. Well, that is a running back who was not about to
you watching?
Easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seams opened up.
I just scored a touchdown when you was doing it.
He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Yeah.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Winning?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, shit. Damn.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Watson off play action. Looking deep downfield.
Give me that. Try me again, boy.
Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
Janoris Jenkins, boy. Try me again.
Going to get it back here just past the 35. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically
a good block.
A little bit unsettled. I think that's
Off me. Block. Let's go, D. Oh, Derrick Henry done fucking woke the fuck up about damn time.
All the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Safety! Safety! Let's go!
Progress, that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about
I'm in my bag.
You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive
I'm in my bag.
Discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Good run. Good run, D.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. On 2nd down,
good block.
Henry.
Good block. Get off of me. Let's go.
Watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
He's going
God, recovery speed! Good God Almighty! That man fast as fuck. I didn't think he was gonna get that. That's why I lobbed it like that.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Oh.
And he's got room.
Man.
All the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is
I can't stay in bounds like he can.
Wait, no,
come on, man.
No, it was caught
He
out
stayed
of
in bounds.
So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to sling this deep.
Not where Caleb is at. Not where Caleb is at. You crazy, boy. Not where Caleb is at. Hell no. Not where Caleb is at.
Set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already. We'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
In cover 3. They're not being cover 3.
Now Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio.
Julio! You better double that, man.
Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are.
You better double that, man.
And it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Burn that time.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. Just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Here's a toss coming right.
What? Everybody missed that, man.
Back within his score as the lead's cut to 8. They get the conversion. In terms when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
The block! Go, Derek! Go, Derek! Go, Derek! Go, Derek! Touchdown! Good God Almighty! Derek Henry don't want the fuck up. Good God Almighty.
Touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Derek Henry don't want the fuck up. You hear me?
15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Get your ass over here, boy.
And he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Not on Caleb, boy. How are you trying, Caleb?
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take
What's wrong with this man, JP?
At their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best.
Keep running the ball.
These guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how
you
finish,
stop
right?
it.
So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones.
Why didn't you double team him? That's Julio.
Julio Jones.
What?
As the first half is winding
You double team that man.
Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Double team Julio. You don't let him do that to you.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the
Try Caleb again, or you gonna run the clock out. A whole nother half to go. Yeah, you better come out in that formation. Just to be sure.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Watson's throw taken in by Collins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Try Caleb again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal.
A little field goal.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it.
He got a boot on him.
55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Ice.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Throw right side taken in by Collins. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now this one complete downfield on the
Oh, he
left
just
side.
touched it.
Pass the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Rico Collins.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson pass on pressure.
Giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter.
Scoring game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
I got a high scoring game in my hand.
Joey Sly now to kick
43-31
off after the
in the
touchdown.
third quarter.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh!
He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he's going to have a first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
God damn!
His man, it's caught.
Come back. I see you, dog.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Oh,
Jones
defense.
line out to kick off after the touchdown.
Score right here,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
All right, bro.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One thing, you better be double teaming Julio.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill looking deep for Julio.
Come on, man.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the
Take
secondary...
them shits away.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Faking the give. Now Watson. His throw is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again is Watson.
Oh,
It's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside.
damn.
And finally down at the 32-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen
Oh.
pass. Let the rushers get upfield.
Hey,
The blocking forms
shit,
in
I
front.
wasn't really expecting
Lofted
that.
it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete.
Take them outside, don't you?
Out of bounds just
Tell you, bro.
inside the 25-yard
Keep doing that shit. I'm gonna take them shits away from you.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
None of that.
He's just throwing the ball
None
up
of
for
that.
grabs now. unfortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Damn.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Oh. What?
He's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Leonard Jordan, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I knew I should have called timeout right there. I know it.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry.
You keep running that ball, boy.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry.
It's a first.
He gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down.
Damn, 64 on the clock.
Get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Touchdown! What a play!
Touchdown passes for Ryan
What a play!
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they
dog.
add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Stop him right here, fellas. Stop.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 5.
Both over there. He was supposed to be right there, Kevin Byard.
The 22-yard line. A huge play there for Houston.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now Watson.
Good D.
And that falls to
Norris.
the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Me that!
And this is
Kevin Byard!
And that should do it.
Kevin Byard!
Kevin Byard.
That shit, Kevin! Let's go, Kevin!
Finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Downtown.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Trying to punch it in with Henry.
Damn.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Shit, boy. Stop him right here. That's all I gotta say. Good shit, boy. We ain't scared of shit, boy. We ain't scared of shit, boy.
This one in for a Titans touchdown.
Talking about.
Derrick
Run it again.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Watson off play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. One last throw here for Watson. They'll get this complete to Collins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visit...